Hello? One moment, please. Hi, Gardner calling.
Hello. I'm Marilyn, High Garden's secretary. Tonight, as usual, the Herald Tribune syndicated columnist will be checking stories live and unrehearsed with names that make news. We'll talk with veteran band leader Ted Lewis, Egyptian dancer Nejla Ace, the unidentified author of a shocking book titled I Was a Dope Addict, and to get right into action immediately with the most controversial entertainer of the year, well, you'll hear who. Hi, I have Elvis Presley on the phone. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Elvis. Just one moment.
Hello, Elvis.
Hello?
Did you have fun tonight on the Steve Allen Show?
Yes, sir, I really did. I really enjoyed it.
First time you ever worked in tux or tails?
It's the first time I ever had one on, period.
You mean you've got, as they say, 4 Cadillacs, but no tuxedo?
No tuxedo. I usually drive the Cadillacs in blue jeans.
That's very interesting, particularly when a cop stops you and wants to know if you own the car, huh?
That's right. You have to show them all your ownership papers and everything.
You know, less than 2 years ago, you were earning $14 a week as a movie usher and then $35 a week for driving a truck in Memphis. Today, you're the most controversial name in show business. Has this sudden notoriety affected your sleep, your appetite, or the size of your head?
Not the size of my head. It's affected my sleep.
How much sleep do you get?
Well, I average about 4 or 5 hours a night, I guess.
Is that enough?
No, it's really not, but I'm used to it, and I can't sleep any longer.
What do you keep in mind mostly? I mean, some of the songs you're going to do, or some of your plans, or what? What goes through your mind?
Well, everything has happened to me so fast in the last year and a half till I'm all mixed up, you know. I mean, I can't keep up with everything that's happening. And
well, I think that you've got very good company in Colonel Tom Parker. His feet are on the ground, and I think he's doing a wonderful job of keeping things rolling nicely. You know, I want to give you an opportunity here to go over a lot of the rumors that have been printed about you, including a few that I've printed myself, because some of these things can be checked and some can't, and I think that we ought to sort of fix up the record. Now, your style of gyrating while you sing has been bitterly criticized, even by usually mild and gentle TV critics like Ben Gross. Now, do you bear any animosity towards these critics?
Well, not really. Those people have a job to do, and they do it.
And do you think you've learned anything from the criticism leveled at you?
No, I haven't.
You haven't, huh?
Because I don't feel that I'm doing anything wrong.
Do you read the stuff?
Do I read even
the reviews?
Not if I can help it.
Do you keep a staff of it all?
Only of the good stuff.
Only of the good stuff. That's smart. Tell me, what kind of a teenager were you? Did you consider yourself well-behaved?
Yes. Well, I was raised, you know,
yeah,
in a pretty decent home and everything. My folks always made me behave whether I wanted to or not.
Well, how do they feel about your success and the things that some of the critics have said about you, both good and bad?
Well, I guess they're just like myself. They're very thankful for it. I mean, we always led a kind of a common life. We never had any luxuries, but we were never real hungry, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're just, you know, they're real proud, just like I am.
Well, now, there are 2 or 3 columns this week that carried items that you had bought 4 Cadillacs. Now, what is that of that, Elvis?
It's the truth. I do have 4 Cadillacs.
What do you do with 4 Caddies?
Well, I don't know. I haven't got any use for 4. I just, you know, maybe someday I'll go broke and I'll sell a couple of them.
Well, some people collect stamps and government funds. I guess Cadillacs are probably in the same category. I understand you gave one of them to your folks. Is that right?
Well, anything that's mine is theirs. I mean, all 4 of them is theirs. I'm planning for 7. I mean, I want 7. You know.
You want 7, huh?
Yes.
Well, you know what's going to happen. You'll wind up outdoing Carey. It'll be the Presley Car Renting Corporation.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Presley used car lot, you know.
Well, I understand that you bought a home for your folks, and even though your father is only 39, you've insisted that he retire. Is that true?
Yes. Well, he's more help. I mean, he's more help at home than he is anywhere else because he can take care of all my business. He can, you know, he can look after things when I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's very true.
So, would you say that again, sir?
Well, I say that when you shake and you quake when you sing, is that sort of an involuntary response to the hysteria of your audience?
Involuntary?
Yeah.
Well, I'm aware of everything I do at all times, but it's just the way I feel.
I mean, for example, if somebody is playing ball, they play just a little bit harder when the fans root, and I was wondering whether this had anything to do
Oh,
with
sure. Well, I guess any artist, if the audience acts like they're enjoying it, if they act like they're with you, well, it makes you put more into it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that your rocking and rolling has had an evil influence on teenagers, or you think it's just an outlet?
I don't see that any type of music would have any bad influence on people when it's only a music. I mean, I can't figure it out. I mean, in a lot of the papers, they say rock and roll is a big influence on juvenile delinquency. I don't think that it is. Juvenile delinquency is something that's, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't see how music would have anything to do with it at all.
I understand that Mitch Miller of Columbia Records defines rock and roll as a safe form of rebellion against mother, father, and teacher. Do you go along with this analysis?
I don't exactly know what he means by rebellion. I mean, how would rock and roll music make anybody rebel against their parents?
Well, I guess that answers Mr. Miller. Now, I've got a couple of questions here I'd like to sort of clear up. One of them, and it's sort of a silly one to me, after having talked with you at some length earlier. What about the rumor that you once shot your mother?
Well, I think that one takes the cake. I mean, that's about the funniest one I've ever heard.
Where'd that one come from? You got any idea?
I have no idea. I can't imagine. When you mentioned it to me, it's the first time I ever heard it.
Is that right?
First time I ever heard it.
Well, there's another one, too, you may not have heard before. Several newspaper stories hinted that you smoked marijuana to hit the pop in order to work yourself into a frenzy while singing. What about that?
I don't know.
You won't even bother answering that one. Well, here's a one very interesting. I don't know whether you noticed the column the other day. They predict that Elvis Presley will be another James Dean. Now, have you heard that?
I've heard something about it, but I would never compare myself in any way to James Dean because James Dean was a genius in acting.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'll say that I sure would like to. I mean, I guess there's a lot of actors in Hollywood that would like to have had the ability that James Dean had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I would never compare myself with James Dean in any way.
Now, if you had your choice, would you prefer to be an actor than to be a singing entertainer?
If I were a good actor, of course I'm not a good singer, but if I were a good actor, I think that I would like it a little better. Although, if I ever break into the acting completely, I'll still continue my singing. I'll still continue making records.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's always a very, very good sideline. Well, it was just fine talking with you, and I hope that you'll enjoy a long career, whether it's acting or anything else. And I think that all of the things said about you, while they've been extremely critical, I think they have helped to make you the kind of a big name that has made it possible for you to do the things for your folks you always wanted to. So I sort of think I'd look at it that way, Elvis.
Well, sir, I tell you, you got to accept the bad along with the good. I've been getting some very, very good publicity.
Mm-hmm.
The press has been real wonderful to me, and then I've been getting some bad publicity, but you got to expect that. And I know that I'm doing the best I can, and I have never turned a reporter down. I never turned a disc jockey down because they're the people that help make them in this business.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I know that I'm doing the best I can, that's...
No, you can't be expected to do any more. And I want to tell you, it's just been swell talking with you, and you make a lot of sense.
Thank you very
Give
much.
my best to the Colonel now.
Sure will.
Bye-bye.
Every once in a while, I like to talk to somebody and, get things off my chest.
Hello there, Elvis?
Yeah, hello, how are you?
Oh, boy, this is really wonderful, Elvis.
Well, thank you very much, and I want to thank you for coming up and to invite me to call you.
Elvis, they've given me some questions here to ask you, and I know you don't have a lot of time. When is your birthday, Elvis?
The 8th of January.
Happy birthday next January.
Actually, I wish I was 16 years old again.
But you do.
I'd give anything about it. But all through high school, I always had sideburns and long hair,
Uh-huh.
Not to be, different from anybody, but it's just that I always wanted to have hair to comb, I wanted everybody to their own taste. Everybody is allowed to like what they like. Some people like crew cut, some like long hair, and different things, But me, I always thought I looked a little more mature or something. I mean, I must have been nuts, but anyway, I got stuck with it, and I can't get rid of it right now.
You always do tell the truth. In any interviews or anything, you're always very frank and honest, and that's one reason that the fans like you, not only because of your music, but because of the way you talk and your own personality.
Well, thank you. I feel that you have to, because if you lie about something or if you fake, well, it'll come back to you. I mean, the truth will come out sooner or later, and the only thing you've done is make an idiot out of yourself. So it's best just to come clean from the beginning, you know.
What is your favorite song among the songs that you have recorded?
The ones that I have recorded?
Yes, what is your favorite?
Well, I guess I would have to say, Don't Be Cruel.
If you could have anything in the world, what would it be?
Yeah, well, it's a logical question. I suppose the most important thing in a person's life is happiness. I mean, not worldly things, because gee whiz, I mean, you can have cars, you can have money, you can have a fabulous home, you can have everything. If you're not happy, what have you got?
That's right.
You know, so I suppose that if I can just continue to make other people's life enjoyable and to make my own life happy, well, then that's all I could expect out of life. They wanted to put me in a movie real quick. Love Me Tender, the first one, almost finished me off in the business.
Oh, why? Why?
Well, it almost killed me. I mean, it was a rush deal. They rushed me in the thing just to get my name. You know, on the. So they did, and the picture wasn't all that good of a picture. It was an old picture. I mean, story-wise, and I shouldn't have been in it from the beginning. And I started trying to act in it. I was trying to act in it, and the minute you start trying to act on a screen, you're dead.
Yeah.
If you can play yourself, well, then you're much better off. Like Jimmy Dean played himself. Marlon Brando plays himself.
Yes.
All of the top guys in the business play themselves. They don't try to act. Well, in Love Me Tender, I couldn't play myself because this character that I was portraying was so far from me till it wasn't.
Yes,
even
I
funny.
noticed that.
Because I am about half crazy sometimes. You know, I mean, I get things in my mind, and you know, I start thinking about things, and I get a little confused and about half mad. You know, it's just human nature. Like people get in moods sometimes. You get in moods sometimes where you're very happy. You get in moods where you're very sad. Where everything looks dark and gloomy, and it looks like that there's nothing for you in life. I guess everybody feels that way. It's human nature.
Yes, and on that song, Old Shep, that you do, I suppose you were feeling that way while you were singing about Old Shep.
Yes, because I had a dog that the same thing happened to.
What was your dog's name?
My dog was named Tex, but he had mange, you know, real bad, and they had to kill him.
Oh boy, and you thought about that when you were singing Old Shep, I'll bet. Yeah.
And I'd like to say something else. Every once in a while, I like to talk to somebody and, you know, get things off my chest because it's very seldom that I have an opportunity to talk to anybody. You know,
yes, I
really,
have.
Because the kind of life I lead, it moves very fast, like I said before, and you don't have much time to sit around. You know, I stay on the move about half the time. Well, buddy, I'm going to have to run as long as I've talked to anybody, but. It does you good to talk to people every once in a while. I want to thank everybody down there for all the support and everything they've given me, and I hope I can continue to record good songs and everything that the people want to hear. Because after all, the minute I stop pleasing them, I'm dead.
Thank you, Elvis, and I just hate to say goodbye, but I guess we're going to have to.
Well, I say I've enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Elvis.
Hey, your father's first verse, Elvis Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a call from Hawaii. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Elvis.
Yes, sir.
This is Tom Moffat in Honolulu.
Oh, hello, Tom. How are you?
Fine, how are you? We'd like to welcome you to Uncle Tom's cabin. We're on the air here in Honolulu.
Oh, I see.
And I hope that we can have a few minutes of your time, Elvis, for all your fans here in Hawaii.
It'll have to be a very few minutes, Tom, because this is the business phone here.
Okay, you're on duty right now, huh?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning here.
Well, what do your duties consist of today, Elvis?
Oh, it's just a normal daily routine of maintenance, you know, vehicles and so forth.
Uh-huh.
Classes, things like that.
Your fans here have been very concerned of the newspaper articles concerning your illness recently.
Well, it was nothing much. I had an abscessed tonsil, and I was in the hospital for about 6 days, but it's okay now.
You still have your tonsils?
Oh, yeah, I still got it.
Well, what do you do, Elvis, primarily in your spare time?
Well, I don't have too much spare time, but when I'm off, I usually just stay around home, read mail, try to answer mail. And I usually try to practice, you know, things.
Your fan mail keeping up to its usual capacity?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It keeps us all pretty busy. I have a couple of secretaries, and it keeps everybody pretty busy.
Elvis, we've had your new record here in Hawaii for several days now, and you might be interested to know that the side that we like over here is My Wish Came True.
Well, that's good, because if I were to have to pick either side, I think I would choose that one too.
Hello, Elvis?
Hello, Dick, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Where on earth are you at this minute?
I'm in a little place called Germany.
Yeah, so I've heard. What is the name of the town, Elvis?
The town that I'm in is Friedberg, Germany. However, I live in a place called Bad Nauheim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was when we got around to putting the call through. You know, it's an amazing thing, though you sound a little far away, you could very well be, around the block somewhere.
Yeah, well, it does sound like that you're very close, although you're about 2,000 miles away.
Tell me a little bit about your activities. What did you do, say, today, for instance?
Well, mostly classroom work.
What do you study?
Map reading, and then I grease my Jeep and so forth, just a routine.
Uh-huh. Sounds like they're keeping you kind of busy.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Army life got a habit of keeping people busy,
Does it agree with you?
It's not bad, Dick. It's really not.
Do you have any time for music anymore?
Well, only at night. You see, I get off work at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have a guitar up here in the room, and I sit around and, up here. I don't want to get out of practice, if I can help it.
I should hope not. Let me tell you some good news. I know by now you know why we're calling. They sent you the cablegram and so forth, but in the annual American Bandstand Popularity Poll, you walked away once again with a couple of honors this year. The Favorite Male Vocalist Award and the Favorite Record of 1958 Award. The kids voted you top man all around.
That's really great, boy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I know you down home have a place for trophies and gold records and so forth. We, of course, have that Silver Record Award. Suppose I send them along to Colonel Tom.
Oh, well, that'll be great. I mean, I'll have to wait till I get home probably about seeing them,
Speaking of that, do you have any idea when you'll be traveling back home?
No, I don't, Dick. I wish I did know,
How about it? Do you miss home?
Oh, boy, you I can't hardly talk.
That's kind of a silly question on my part, I guess. How's it been now that you've been stationed in Germany?
I've been in Germany now about 5 months.
Uh-huh.
And I've been in the Army a little over 10 months now.
Now, what is your full term will run how long?
Well, the full term is supposedly 24 months, which means I have about 15 more months to go,
Well, Elvis, there's one thing, and I guess maybe our poll is an indication of it. There's certainly, I remember hearing your parting comments the other day on the record Elvis sales. The folks at home certainly haven't forgotten you. If anything, they're more and more interested in your activities and the things that you're doing and anxiously await your return.
Well, that's truly great, Dick. That believe me, that is the big thing that I'm looking forward to. You'll never know how happy I'll be. I'm glad that I could come in the Army and do my part, But you'll never know how happy I'll be, boy, when I can return to the entertainment world, because Once you get a taste of show business, there's nothing like it.
You know it. Elvis, thank you ever so much for talking to us. We look forward to your return. We'll see you just as quick as we can all get together.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to say one more thing before you go.
Sure, please do.
Boy, I'm so excited I can't hardly talk, you know?
Take your time. We got all the time in the world.
I just to tell all those wonderful kids that they'll never know how happy that they made me, and just longing for the time when I can come back out and entertain them again and travel around and make movies and records and things like that, you know?
Fine. Wonderful.
I want to thank you very much, too, and that's about it.
That's it.
Hello. Hello, Elvis? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Presley? Hello, Mr. Presley?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello, Elvis? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Elvis?
Yes, sir.
This is Don Owens at WARL in Arlington.
Oh, how you doing, Mr. Owens?
How are you today?
Oh, I'm living.
You know, we're having a country music spectacular here on the 4th of July.
Yeah?
And we wanted to kind of get your comments on country music. You've been in the semi-country and rock and roll fields, and we kind of wanted to get your impression of what country and country-style songs mean to you.
Well, I'll give you my honest opinion. I think that it'll always be around, really. I mean, I think country music is probably the oldest music in the world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be around a long time to come.
Elvis, let me ask you something else about country music. How do you feel about the kind of music you do? Do you feel it's exclusively rock and roll, or that it touches on some of the other types of music?
I don't think I understand the question.
Well, in other words, they call you a rock and roll singer, but suppose you do a song, for instance, like Fool Such As I, which was a country song. Do you consider it completely rock and roll just because you put a little beat to it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's completely rock and roll because it was written as a country song, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of changed the beat around a little bit, and I did it the only way that I can do it. That's with a kind of a rock and roll feeling to it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Elvis, what do you think's going to happen when you get back to this country? I was talking to Gene Autry about you the other day, and he kind of feels that when you come back, you're going to be doing greater than ever. How do you think you're going to affect the public when you come back from Germany?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Owens, you'd rather me call you Don.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Actually, I don't know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I knew.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm over here in Germany, I'm in the Army, and the only thing I can do is just sit and wait, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And read letters people send me. That's about it.
Well, Elvis, that's real great, and I'm sure that a lot of good things are going to happen to you when you return to the United States, and I know all the folks down in Memphis are thinking about you and all over this country, and your popularity continues.
I'm started thinking about actually, I don't know, you know, what's going to happen to me in the future. I mean, I don't like to make predictions because one time you can be wrong.
Well, I think you'll be right, Elvis, and it's a pleasure talking to you here on the program today.
Thank you very much.
Elvis?
Tell everybody hello for me, and I'll see them again someday. Hello, Jake, how are you?
Fine to talk to you. We've had a little trouble getting through to Germany, but finally glad that we could make it.
I guess the lines were kind of busy, huh?
I imagine so, and I would imagine they've got you kind of busy these days, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're getting ready for a big inspection, you know. Annual inspection, so been working pretty hard for that.
Elvis, so many of us here are interested in your activities, and I think probably the big question on most people's minds these days are when and if and everything goes right, you're out in February, what will be your plans?
Well, as you know, I have a contract with ABC.
The ABC television network.
Yes, it's true. But for some television, I don't know exactly where we will be. And then I have the three to make, one for Mr. Wallace, and then the other two for 20th Century Fox.
Those are 3 motion pictures.
Yes.
Well, Elvis, I've got some good news. I imagine by now they've passed the word along to you. With the latest RCA Victor recording out, the Hunk of Love and My Wish Came True, you got yourself another gold record to add to the collection.
Oh, that's great, Dave. That's really nice. I'm so surprised to hear it, really.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to show it to the folks here on American Bandstand, and then I'll forward it down to Colonel Tom Parker, and he can save it for you when you come back.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Elvis, do you have any idea of how many gold records you have now in your collection?
To my knowledge, Dick, this one will make 31, I think.
Oh, that is a fantastic record. There's no getting away from it.
I asked my daddy to go down and recount them to make sure.
All right, we'll get the latest count then.
Yeah.
Elvis, one more question that might interest the gals in this country. I know probably you don't have too much time to yourself, but when you go out amongst the German people, what is the thing that strikes you as most interesting? Are they very different than the people back home?
No. The difference is naturally the language barrier there. It's kind of hard to talk to most of them, especially the older ones, because a lot of them don't speak English at all, and I don't speak any German, you know.
How do you find the reaction of young people toward you, mainly the girls? Do they know who you are and so forth?
Well, it's that's kind of a hard question.
That's a real difficult question. It's a leading question, Elvis, because I know, of course, as I guess everybody else does, that they go pretty crazy for you. Do you get along well with them?
Yeah, I get along real well. They every day when I finish work and I come in, well, there's always a lot of people at the gate. They come all over Germany, you know. And they bring their families, and especially on weekends. I have a lot of visitors here from all over Europe, in fact. They come here, you know, bring pictures and take pictures and everything.
Must be a fairly exciting thing that's happened.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of exciting trying to keep up with that life plus the Army life too, you know.
I imagine you're kind of a man torn between two careers here, and both of which are very, very important. Elvis, I did want to thank you very much for calling on this day. As you probably know, this is our special anniversary day.
Oh, well, congratulations.
And
Many
many thanks, and we all look forward to your return.
Oh, thank you very much. You don't know how I'm looking forward to my return.
Elvis, again, thank you for calling, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Dick.
This is his birthday. As a matter of fact, we've always had kind of a traditional thing where we put through a call to Bottenheim, Germany, as best we can, and you have to listen carefully because the lines sometimes are not the clearest, and I'd like to talk to him on his birthday. Al, could you put through the overseas telephone call, please?
Hello, Elvis? Hello?
Hi, we had no idea we could catch a hold of you today.
Oh, I just came in the door, Dick.
What were you doing?
Oh, I just came over here from the Army camp. It's about 5:30 here.
5:30 in the evening.
In the evening, yes.
You know, Elvis, I called Colonel Tom and had words with his assistant and said, gee, do you suppose there's any chance we can talk to Elvis on his birthday? And they seem to think you might be off on maneuvers. Have you been pretty busy?
Yeah, we've been pretty busy. I don't go on maneuvers until the 22nd, I think, or the 24th.
Oh, I see. What is the situation regarding your release from the Army? Do you have any word on it?
Oh, not anything definite, Dick. As far as the way it stands now, I leave Germany somewhere between the 20th of March and the 20th of February and the 2nd of March. That's as far as I know right now.
That's as much information as you have. When you come back, I understand you've got a television show with Frank Sinatra and a few movies to make. How are you going to squeeze them all in?
Well, I'm told Colonel Parker will have everything arranged. I know the first picture is Mr. Warren and G.I. Blues, and the other two are 20th Century Fox, and I don't know exactly when the television show will be. In fact, I don't know, what to have, really.
Elvis, what is your general feeling about doing your first television show upon your return with Frank Sinatra? You two fellas have sort of different musical stylings. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, I sort of do. I consider an honor, really, Dick, because this man is, he's proven himself, you know.
He's somewhat of a legend, I guess.
He is, and I admire him very much, and I really consider him an honor.
Let me ask you a little bit about your Christmas and New Year's. How did you celebrate the holidays?
Well, we had a Christmas party here. I had a lot of guys from over the coast, you know. I had as many of the boys here as possible. Saturday night we had another little party. It was pretty nice. It was better than last year.
Elvis, I want to thank you very, very much for taking the time out from your busy schedule to reassure you once again that we're all awaiting your arrival back home, and on this day to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Dick, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. There's been a lot of stuff in print about my getting out early and all that stuff, you know.
Not true, as far as you know, huh?
Well, it's been in print, and I had a lot of people ask me about it and so forth. The only time I heard anything about it is when I read it.
That happens more than once, I guarantee you.
So it was news to me.
Elvis, all the best. We'll see you on your return.
Okay, thanks a lot, Dick, and tell everybody else for me.
Will do. Bye-bye.
Now speaking, Elvis Presley.
Well, I'd like to say that I'll never forget the day the ship pulled out. You know, what a good feeling I had. It was a wonderful feeling. I'll never forget it. When I lived in Hawaii, and everybody was throwing the leis in the water, you know, and everybody was singing aloha and all that. It was really a nice feeling. And I certainly hope to come back again someday. I really do. Hello.
Yes, is he there?
Yes, this is.
What is he?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Arlene. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hello?
Elvis?
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Just fine.
Good.
I tried to get you for your birthday, but I missed you.
Oh, yeah, it was kind of hectic around here.
How have you been?
Oh, pretty good. How have you been?
Oh, just fine.
Haven't seen you in a long time.
I know it. Well, I haven't forgotten you. I never would.
Do what?
I haven't forgotten you. I hear you have a beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
I just love to see her sometimes.
Yeah, well, maybe you can. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm back in Chicago right now.
Yeah.
And, well, I'm getting a divorce.
Are you really?
Yeah, I had hoped it wouldn't be that, but for 3 years I knew, you know, it was coming.
Yeah. Well, it happens sometimes.
Yeah. But, anyway, I'm glad to hear you doing real good. And,
yeah, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Jean Drew wanted me to ask you a question before I forget. She wants to know if you're going on tour.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know exactly when yet, but I am going.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Will you be coming up this way?
I don't know. I don't know exactly the places of the schedule yet, you know, but I know I'm going.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Maybe I'll see you.
Okay, and, do you ever see any of the game?
Hmm?
Do you ever see any of the old games?
Yeah, I see some of them. They're still around. Let them out in Hollywood.
Darlene is living out there.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to see her?
No, I don't think so. It's been quite a while, I think.
Yeah, I know it. How are all the boys? Are they okay?
Yeah.
All of them married?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I didn't realize how long it was until I called the first time and Jill had to stop and think who I was, you know.
Yeah.
That's when I realized how long it has been.
Yeah, it's been a while, but time has gone by pretty fast.
It has. It really has. Oh, did you get that package that I sent?
Huh?
Did you get the package I sent for Christmas?
Yeah, I sure did. Thank you very much.
Okay, I really didn't know what to send, but, you know, I hoped you liked it anyway.
Well,
I'm glad to hear it, man. But they're beautiful, you know. Good. What you been doing, recording that? Well, that's what I was doing. I was in the process of making an album, but the eye thing just blew everything sideways, you know. Oh, yeah? So, I gotta go to L.A. and spend Easter with the family, you know. Yeah. And I still gotta go out and make that album. I gotta make a Christmas album and a gospel album and a couple of singles, you know. Yeah. Then I thought I'd go on a short tour. I'll be back in Vegas this summer, you know. Oh, yeah? When do you think you'll be there? I don't know, Ron. Either July or August. July or August, huh? Yeah. But go on some trip before then, you know.
Yeah. Man, I sure want to thank you for the good time we had there in Vegas.
Well,
We really enjoyed it.
I'm glad y'all did.
My wife was an experience she'll never forget. We really enjoyed it, and if you don't be out there again, maybe we'd make it out there again.
Yeah, I'll be out there in August. You know, just let us know. Let Joe know. We've been in the same place.
Yeah.
It's usually better in August. It's usually, it's usually better for us because the crowd, it's much more exciting crowd, you know.
Yeah.
Get a lot of younger kids there because school's out and everything.
Yeah. You did a wilder crowd.
Well, it's pretty exciting. I mean, it's not really wild, but it's more excitement, you know.
Yeah. No, I tried to call your house today, and you must have had the number changed or something, huh?
Yeah, I just did. We just had changed because they were bothering the hell out of my wife, see.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Well, you know, we're going through the process of interior decorating, and every interior decorator in the world knows about it.
Oh, God.
So they're all calling, you know, so we had to change the number.
Yeah.
Because they don't care what time of night they call it. So I changed it for her.
Yeah, how is she and the girl?
Oh, they're all fine. She's fine. The baby's taking swimming lessons.
Good.
She's 3 years old. You know, she turned 3 while I was there in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you talking about having to charter a plane to fly the presents back.
Yeah. That's the damn truth, man. The kid got more presents.
Hey, did you have any problems with your house in the earthquake or anything?
No. I tell you what, that International Hotel almost fell. That something was rocking back and forth.
No kidding.
I swear to God, I went to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning and Priscilla was there. I laid in bed and I thought, God, honey, what's going on here? The bed was moving, see?
Yeah.
So I got up and walked out in that hallway, had my flashlight and my gun in one hand. I looked at that big chandelier hanging over the dining room table.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch was shaking, man, back and forth.
Huh.
It's the weirdest feeling I've had in my life, man.
Yeah, our bed flew up on the top of everything.
Yeah, well, I opened the door and said the wind was blowing. No wind blowing. So.
Well, you know, I think that happened the Monday we left. Wasn't it that the day that Priscilla came in?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, see, we saw her at the airport when we were leaving.
Yeah. That's right. It happened that day or the next day, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the weirdest feeling I've ever had. You know?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I've sat through them here in Denver. Nothing that bad, no, you know, but it's a wild feeling.
Yeah.
I sat at the kitchen table and watched a 3-foot-tall weed out in the flower bed bounce back and forth, and Ginger was outside. I walked down and asked her if she felt it. She never even felt it, and it darn near shook me out of the chair.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was the weirdest feeling I've ever had. Of course, that big hotel was moving now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's supposed to move. It ain't so much was doing it, boy. I was ready to get down this place, man. I was heading the elevator in my underwear. That third show was going to be idyllic, boy.
Yeah.
For me, would you?
Yeah, everybody's doing fine.
Tell them I asked about them, and I'm doing okay, and the eye thing was a little more serious than they put in the paper, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, you never know if they're playing it up or down.
Yeah, well, you know, I told them what to put in the paper. I told them to say eye infection, because that's what I want to be. Yeah. It was glaucoma, you know.
Huh. Well, I'm glad everything's coming out okay.
Yeah, but it's all gone, it's all cleared up, and I'm up running around now.
Hey, is Lamar out there with you?
No, he's in Nashville.
Oh, yeah? You don't have a number where I could get hold of him, do you?
Just say, let me get Charlie back on. For Charlie, give him a number to reach Lamar. Okay. Run?
Yeah.
I'm going to take off.
Well, hey, tell Joe and Sonny and everybody hello for me. Jerry and all.
And I also got another promotion. I got promoted to 4th degree black belt in karate.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, see, I continued it when we got back here in Memphis.
Yeah?
And so I got promoted to 4th degree black.
Good deal. Hey, that's great. You at your folks' house?
Huh?
You at your folks' house? Your mom's and dad's?
Yeah, in my house, yeah.
Yeah. Tell them hello for me. I don't know if they'll remember.
Yeah. Oh, they remember. They don't live here, Ron. My grandmother lives here. You remember when you said that? They live in another house, another street, right by this house.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
But nobody let me show you except my grandmother and my aunt.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell them that you said hello, you know.
Okay, good enough. Well, hey, guys, good talking to you. Take care of yourself.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Charlie.
Lamar, 615 area code.
Mm-hmm.
865 2834.
2834.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I'd ask him about that. Did he ever mention getting a reel of tape from me?
No, he didn't.
Yeah. I sent it to him after the International, but a week or so after I come back here.
No, he didn't mention anything about it.
Yeah, I thought I'd make sure he got it and everything. Well, okay. Everything's going pretty good now, huh?
Well, it seems to be. We hope that, don't have, any reoccurrence or anything.
Yeah, that'd
Keep
be
your fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Because he did get a little serious there.
Yeah, something like that can be plenty damn serious. Well, I better let you go, Charlie.
Okay, bud.
Thanks a lot for calling, and we'll be talking to you.
Okay.
And now Elvis Presley comes to Canada. The Singing Rage played 2 shows to a packed Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto tonight, and Bill Beattie was there for News Roundup. He's back now, but not the same.
In many years reporting the Canadian scene, I've never observed anything quite like this night. A traffic jam, 92 harried policemen, 300 building guards, 2 crowds of 14,000 screaming teenagers, and Elvis Presley rendering some of the music of our time. Once Elvis came on stage, all you could hear were the screams. The vast cavern of Maple Leaf Gardens darkened, except for the spotlight on Elvis. Elvis the Golden Boy, standing there in his shimmering gold suit. Every time he wiggled, they screamed. And for a solid 40 minutes, Elvis wiggled, twitched, convulsed, and they screamed the louder. Every so often, the crowd of hypnotized youth sprang from their seats and started to move toward Elvis in his shimmering suit of gold. At such times, the police turned on the lights and got them back in their seats. It was possible to see that Elvis was singing. Most of the time, in a $3.50 seat, you couldn't hear a thing, but you could see his lips moving. There were the screams, the sighs, the pounding of feet. As sample, Elvis singing the finale, that favorite aria of rock and rollism, Hound Dog. And with Hound Dog, it was over. The crowd left, glassy-eyed. This their night to remember. Outside, there was another traffic jam. This is Bill Beattie in Toronto.
Elvis Presley, last time we talked to you, the Hornets were able to get a touchdown, but now I see you're up here rooting for these Memphis Southmen. You might bring them back.
Well, I was rooting for the Southmen, but the Hornets are really playing a great game, though.
They're really a good ball club, Elvis.
Yeah.
How often do you get a chance to get out and see? I know you're awfully busy.
Well, I come here every time they play here in town.
Listen, if I tell you I like your car, will you buy me a Cadillac? Come on, I'm going to like your car. You're going to buy me a Cadillac.
That wasn't me. It was another guy.
Let's see that album for a second.
From England, RCA in England, your newest album.
It is?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. My natural born, hitherto young, therefore wherefore art thou days. The Sun Collection.
Beautiful.
No, that's the first 5 records I cut. You know, how they come out of England? Really?
They bring out different covers, fabulous cover.
Yeah, it is. No, thank you very much. That's very nice, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's a little bitty picture of a great big airplane.
Elvis,
Yeah.
you got a little bitty man in
Okay, I'll be over and get him in a minute. Sure.
Yeah.
Is that him? Did you make this? That's beautiful. That's really nice, dear. Thank you. Sure, if I can bend over there far, come here. You know, well, you know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's just so far the suit will go, and then. Okay. Okay. Thank you. He's got emerald green eyes, man. You see? Yeah.
Read the card.
Okay. Merry Christmas from Jan and Neil. Is that it? Jean and Neil.
Doing everything he said.
Jan and Neil again. 9630 Gerald Avenue, Silverado, California. Phone number 91343. No, thank you very much. That's very nice of you.
Elvis, over here, Elvis. Elvis. No pictures. No pictures. No pictures. I must do this. I must do this. Elvis, may I please, the man did make a special trip. Elvis, I want to welcome you, Elvis. I know you haven't given a personal interview in 20 years, and I feel humbled and honored that you've afforded me this opportunity on my anniversary.
Knock off the fucking bullshit. I ain't giving you no goddamn Cadillac. Get on.
Elvis, this interview is designed to have our group, as it were, to get to know your group and lay to rest many rumors and allegations. Now, for example, we know that your group calls you boss. Is that a term of affection and respect, or is it something that you demand?
I'm a fucking millionaire.
Elvis, starting, as it were, with our group. Now, J.D. Sumner has often told us that he's your idol and has been for 20 years. Could you expound on that, please?
That fucking J.D. saying and get a goddamn diamond ring.
All right, now, I'm glad you're enlightening us with these elongated answers, Elvis. Now, what is your appraisal of Joe Gershio, who calls himself your personal conductor? Your musical conductor.
Wait a minute now. What I'm trying to say is, like I run a goddamn band. I mean, they're gonna play what the goddamn hell I want to play. Fuck Gershio. I don't give a goddamn. When I do that, goddamn it, they stop. You understand? They stop. Fuck Gershio. They don't pay no goddamn attention. They do what I say. You understand?
Elvis, I wonder if the names Marty Harrell and Pat Houston mean anything to you.
Now, what the fuck do they want, man? Are they suing me? Are they suing?
No,
Joe, we got to sue.
Well, I just thought that,
Hookstratton didn't tell me about this one. I swear to God, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Now, Elvis, if I may be so bold as to take this position, we've received many compliments on our sound system, and yet many times I've seen you signaling to Stan Hareen or Bruce Jackson or Bill Porter, signaling. You feel that they're not competent?
I don't feel they know what the fuck they're doing, but...
Elvis, the interview is proceeding, please.
What the fuck did you say?
What? I'd like to go on with this interview because we have a plane.
I'm all right. Go ahead.
Elvis, when you introduce the members of your group, you singly refer to one member as hard-working Ronnie Tuck. Is there any implication there? Does it mean the others aren't putting out as much as Tuck is?
Could you ask another question? I don't really understand that.
All right. Now, Tony Brown. Elvis, Tony Brown, I know you don't give interviews, and this may be a little embarrassing for you, but Tony Brown is now your official piano player, having replaced a very capable Glendy Harden. Although comparisons are odious, how does he measure up to Glendy? Not necessarily in stature.
He's about that long.
Elvis. Elvis, you never seem to be able to define the instrument played by David Briggs. Do you sometimes feel that David is superfluous?
Who? What? Joe, what was that?
Elvis, I think you've been...
Wait a minute, just talking, man, American, man. Don't talk all that damn foreign shit. This is a bicentennial year, man. We're all going back to American, you know. Just fuck all that other shit.
Elvis, I think you've been most articulate in your evaluation. All right, let's now move to more familiar ground. Your group. Now, you appear to be in good health, and you're singing better than ever, and yet Dr. Nick is a permanent member of your entourage. The question is obvious. Why?
Fucking racquetball courts.
Now, I don't want to generalize at this point. Let's get down to specifics, if I may. Could you specifically define the functions of Joe Esposito?
Well, Joe, you know, I met Joe when I was in the Army, and he's a goddamn wop dago, you know, and he thinks he's a big fucking man. I mean, you know, he goes all over the goddamn, he's, you know, big man, but he's just, I mean, Joe is just, he's in on the racquetball deal, man.
Well, I am now much better informed as to Joe's duties. Now, let's take Red West, your chief of security. Do you feel insecure when he's not around? Do you feel more secure when he's around? How do you feel about Red West's capabilities as a security man?
Well, what Red's job is, man, I have to, no, wait a minute, goddamn it. Wait a minute, goddammit. Whoa, goddammit. Whoa, just a minute now, wait a minute. What the hell are we talking about, man? Goddamn, I'm lost.
We're talking...
Charlie, goddammit, where's the star?
We're talking about, all right, Red West. Let us assume that Red West is the bulwark of your security. But there's Sonny West, whom you never see. Now, what is his function, or is there nepotism in your organization?
That goddamn Sonny, I ain't really figured out what the fuck he does. He's the only guy I know that I pay to keep away from him.
All right, now... All right, now, Elvis, just to round out your security, there's Dave Hebler and Dick Groth. Could you sum them up in one word?
Fuck-ups.
Well, no, it's a hyphenated word. Now, all right, now, Lamar Fike, he is obviously top echelon because I've never seen him do anything. Could you tell us his function, or if it's top secret, we can bypass that? And there's no pun intended.
No, Lamar. You see, I pay Lamar to stay in Nashville because if he comes to me, all he does is scream and holler and fuss. And since he's got that goddamn old bypass operation, man, he thinks he's the biggest coxswain in town, you know. So he's lost 26 pounds, I think, and got a haircut, and he's telling everybody he lost 70 fucking pounds. But he's discovered women, Lamar has, and goddamn it, all I wish is the best for Lamar, and fuck Lamar.
All right, in just a few chosen words, which I know you're capable of, David and Rick Stanley. Well, that answers that question. All right, now, Al Strada, your head valet, who claims he's of Hawaiian origin, and constantly wears dark glasses, giving him a sinister look. What precisely is the function of a valet who has an assistant who has an assistant?
Well, in the first goddamn place, Al is not from fucking Hawaii, man. He's a goddamn wetback. He swam the goddamn river, man. That's where we found him, didn't we, Joe? It was right down around El Paso. We were going along, man, and riding, and I looked down and I saw this poor son of a bitch. I mean, he was dirty, goddamn, and just, down, man. And I said, goddamn, Joe. Look at that motherfucker, man. I said, Joe, pull that sumbitch out of the water, and we'll take him up the house and put him in a uniform, and we'll call him a security guard. Well, then the sumbitch, people kept getting into my house, and you know how Mexicans sleep all the fucking time. So anyway, we decided to make him a valet and give him 12 assistants. So that's,
Well, Elvis, I sincerely want to thank you for this in-depth interview. And I want to, if I may, just one more thing impose upon you. I wonder, to make this bicentennial diary one we shall keep for posterity, could you honor us with a song that isn't part of the same old bullshit I listen to every night? You know, Elvis, I'm sure in your vast repertoire you have songs that we all haven't heard, and particularly me. So could you please honor us with a song? This will be recorded for posterity.
We'll have to cut the recorders off because I'm not allowed to record for anybody with RCA. I'm sorry. But I would like to do a song that is... being as this is the bicentennial year and July 4th, I would like to do my version of I'll Meet You in the Morning, which has not a goddamn thing to do with the bicentennial, but I just happen to like this fucking song, and it's the only one I know that I can do. So, could I call on my quartet, J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet, to please come up on stage here and join us? Also, I'd like to have my harmony singer.
I'm kissing his ass. They got enough for him.
I need my harmony man, Cheryl Nelson, please. Charo. We're going to have to do this a cappella because there's no piano in here. Somebody fucked up again. Charlie, you know I don't live with a goddamn singer without you being on a goddamn stage. Get your ass up here. Bring the goddamn scars and water. Goddamn. Burton, you know what key it's in?
Towels.
All right. No, hot in them. Is it hot in here? Can y'all hear me? Porter, goddammit. All right.
You gotta sing
Goddammit. Motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. I want to do what I want to do. Then I'll do what you want me to do. JD, put the goddamn cigarettes out. I want to smoke on stage. What are we going to sing? We're going to do our rendition of... what? I'll meet you in the morning. And fellas, sound men, and lights, please, the Stamps have the first part of this, so please get the Stamp lit, and I want Cheryl and Charlie lit, and then when it comes to the part where I come in, of course you light me, you understand? But keep their voices all even, right? You got it? No feedback, man, fellas. All right, here we go. In C, right? C. All right. Motherfucker. Hit the horn. Hit the horn. Hit the horn.
It's the feeling that I get looking down at my brand new baby.
Yeah.